Hello there, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So on this video, I'm going to teach you how to share Google Calendars with someone, beginner's tutorial. Now on this video, basically I'm going to show you all the ways to share your Google Calendar with a specific person, or basically how to share your Google Calendar. So there are a few methods here, but the first one should be around this one. Under my calendars, as you can see I have 3 calendars right here. I have the main one named Anthony Stark, birthdays, and tasks. Of course, I also have holidays in the United States. Now, to get in the settings of the sharing of Google Calendars, click on the 3 dots, and then click on Settings and Sharing. And you're gonna get in here. However, there is another method to get in the settings of the sharing option. You can also click on the gear icon right there and choose the specific calendar. However, the fastest way, of course, is just going through here, 3 dots, of the specific calendar you want to share, and then click on Settings and Sharing. And once we're here, you can rename, of course, description, the time zone, and so much more. Under here, we have permissions to share with specific people. This is the one we're looking for. As you can see right here, share with specific people or groups. So this is the first method. Basically, simply click this one, add people and groups, and choose which one you want to share your calendar with. Of course, guys, if you want to share it to you, or to your friends or families, make sure they all have the same permission. They can see all events, make changes, and manage sharing. So basically, simply click on send, and right now I'm sharing a specific calendar with my friend. Basically, that's the first method. Now welcome back to the video. With this one, let's talk about permissions. Right now, I've created sample events here for us to discuss with. Again guys, this is my main Google Calendar. And now I've shared it with my friend from earlier. And with this one, let's check out the other account of my friend. Now once we're here, as you can see, this is the other account. You're gonna see they're colored violet right now or purple in your end. It's basically because the email from earlier, or my main dummy email, is colored or legend as purple, as you can see right here. However, I can change the color to yellow, whatever I see fit. I can choose the green, I can choose orange. And now with this one, if I click on a specific event, for example this one, I have the duplicate option, the print, the copy to sample 1. Basically, copy to sample 1 is basically the main calendar of this account. I've just named it sample 1. Basically, that's it. However, you'll notice that we don't have the option to edit or even change this event, because the permission we have right now for this specific event is solely for viewing and the works. And of course, after you added a friend on sharing your calendar here, you can add numerous people, not just one. For example, I can add that one, this one right there, and so much more. Now you have 4 different, or rather 3 default right here, permissions. Let's go to them one by one now. Again guys, you can add more than 1 or multiple friends to share a calendar with. But for this one, I'm gonna retain it as this guy right here, or my other account. Now speaking of the permissions, we can have this permissions right here. You have the first one. Default is see all event details, make changes, and make changes in manage sharing. By the name itself, basically, it really suggests what kind of access they have. Now for example, by default, let me just open the other account. So this should be the other account right now, and as you can see right here, by default, as you can see all event details. On the orange one would be the main account. Basically, this orange one right here is gonna be the event details from my main Google account. The blue one are the one right now on my friend. So as you can see right here, you can see all event details. Basically, they're visible in their calendar. Of course, if I change this one, for example, make changes to the events right here. If I open up right there, it can make changes on certain events. Of course, if I choose make changes in certain events here, or make changes to events, if I pull this out right now, again, the orange one would be the other account I have. Blue one is the one for this account, okay? So, for the orange one would be the other account that was shared to me. I can make certain changes. For example, I can edit this one, name this. Let's just say tutorial. Let's just fix that one, Tutorialboxx, something like that one. And click on save, and this one is now named Tutorialboxx. That is basically the differences of the access granted on each and everyone in here. Now, for example, this one right here, make changes and manage sharing. Now, the difference between make changes and manage sharing versus the make changes to events is that this is the admin control. Make changes and manage sharing is basically giving access to your other friend that you're sharing your calendar to, that they can also share to other people. Basically, that's the idea. Now, for example, I pulled this one right here. Again, guys, the orange one is the one we're talking about. And then if I click on settings and sharing here, if I go down here, as you can see, make changes and manage sharing is my access on this specific calendar. I can add other people. For example, that guy right there, this woman right there, and then click on send. Of course, I can also edit their access onto this one, making sure whichever I choose here would be their access. Again, the default here will be see all event. However, the first one, see only free BC hide details, which actually is not really good for me. If you're really a private person, this is the one for you. But if you're really sharing a calendar, I suggest go on the first one or second one right there, or rather the default. Okay, so that will be the differences between this for access. Now with this one, since this is the other account, as you can see, previously it was other calendars. Right now it's gonna be inside my calendar. Basically, this one is now owned by two people. As you can see right here, if I click on the event, I'm gonna have the option right now to edit the event, delete the event. I can now print, duplicate, publish, or basically change the owner. And basically that's it. That is gonna be the first method, and actually in changing the permission or sharing your calendar with someone, with specific permissions, of course. Let's go back on the other Google account. Now, for some reason, our friend, or gonna be our family members, lost the link to our Google account, or Google Drive in particular. You can always get it here, get shareable link. Basically with this one right here, make sure it's also available for the public. That being said, if you click on shareable link right there, simply click on copy and then send it via Messenger, WhatsApp, or email it to your family and friends, or basically anyone you want to share your calendar with. Alright, now let's go to the second method, basically sharing a specific event first before going to the website and the public version. Now, for example, I'm gonna choose this sample one event right here. And now if I click on edit event right here, there is no option basically to share this specific event. The closest thing we have is if you add your Google meeting and then basically send this one right there. Give me a second to add the Google meeting right here. And then basically send this link to your friends and families. For example, if you copy the link right there and send it to them, you can share this specific event. But that is just a Google meeting link. However, if you click on more actions right here, the closest we can have is change owner. So if you change an ownership, basically you're giving up your event, right? So I suggest going in here, adding guest, for example, with this one right there, and then basically click on modify event. So basically the permission here is anyone you add here, they can also add people, change the name, change the details here, change the time, basically have access to all of this event access. And that's it. So you have two options here again, share the link via the Google Meet option right there, or just basically add people and then let them modify your event. But if you're gonna ask me personally, I would just suggest sending them the Google Meet link because I don't want to give up my ownership here. Basically that's it. Now right now, what if you want to share a calendar to the entire world, or basically the public? So we can have an option there. For example, I want to share this calendar right here to be specific. So same drill. For this one, you're gonna look for make public available to public, something like that. So if I click on this one, click on OK, there's an option here to access see only events or see all events, and you can get shareable link. If you copy the link right there, open up an incognito account. Give me a second here. So if I click in this one right there, it will not drag me directly on the calendar. It will still ask me to sign in or sign up. That is actually an extra workload or a hassle. So what you want to do right here at the bottom, look for integrate calendar. Now once you're here, you're going to see public URL to this calendar. So simply click on copy. Same drill, I'm just open the incognito tab and now paste the new link. And with this one, we can now have access to the calendar we're looking for. Easy as that. Again guys, it might be confusing. You might see this one right there that says make available to the public, but this is not the one you're looking for. So you don't have the hassle to log in or sign up to other people. Go to integrate calendar and then simply copy this link. This is the one you're looking for. And now for the last one, let's try sharing it by embedding it in the website. So same drill guys, under settings, make sure you go in integrate calendar And right below the public URL from earlier, there is an embed code. So I'm gonna just copy this one right there, go to a website. So with this one, I'm using Sites Google or Google Sites. You can use Wix or any other site application out there. With this one, I can just simply click on embed. There are two options, by URL or embedded code. For this one, we have the code right there. Click next, and right now we have a preview of the calendar we have from earlier. Now there is an option to insert right now or edit, but for now, let me just click on insert. And basically, this is our calendar right now. We can edit it from Wix itself, the website URL or website embed code, and this is actually very interactive. Easy as that, right? Now for example, let's go back on the Google Calendar itself. Now once you're back here, there's an option that says customize. If you click on this right now, it will open up a new tab. Basically a preview of what it looks like on our calendar. On the left side, we have the options to change the color first. As you can see right there. For example, we're satisfied with a little bit more green. On the left side, we have the default view of month. Week start on Sunday, and everything from the language up to time zone is here. But the best part for this one is you can now apply every calendar you have. For example, you have multiple calendars and you only want to apply some specifics. For example, I only have this one right there. I only want to apply that one. I can do so, and if I'm satisfied with this one, this is the new URL for the embedded code you were looking for. Again, copy it, go to the website, and then once we're here, simply click on embed. Same drill guys, so paste it right here, click next, click on insert, and now just have your fun here. You can now change it by your own perspective, depending on your own, of course, style and skills. And now, some additional information in editing or customizing your embedded calendar. Let's start first with the upper right section. You can choose week view, month view, or basically the agenda view right there. You can also print it as it is. By the way guys, you can also rename this one. For example, let's name it Tutorialboxx, something like that. Give me a second here. Perfect. As you can see right there, it is now a Tutorialboxx. You can also choose which year, which month you want to go through with, today or to not today basically. And also on the left side, we have a choice or an option. If you want to toggle the title, you want to remove it, that has been removed. If you want to delete the date section, of course, basically it has been removed. Also, if you want to edit certain events here inside this event or embedded customization part, however, you cannot do so. You can only check on the details, but you cannot really edit them in here. If you want to edit them, you should go back on the calendar itself and edit them there. Also, you can change the width, for example, if you want to increase the width, and of course the height if you want to make this one 900, something like that. As you can see right here, it is now increased. If you want to remove the border, you can also do it here. Again guys, everything on the left side is also accessible on your end for the free trial. So, the list on here, the limit, or rather, the skills here would be your imagination, okay? You can also change the default view, the time zone, and the works. Again guys, if you want to copy this one and embed it to your website, simply click on this button right there, and you'll be good to go. Now, if you have any questions, please comment them down below, and I thank you for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Goodbye for now.